What is up, guys? Cyber Houdini here, and I've got something so special for you. Telltale is back, baby. Can you believe it? We haven't seen anything from them since 2019, and we thought it was all over for our beloved developer, but they've come back, risen from the ashes, and they're back with their first game. This is Telltale, The Expanse. Can you believe it? We're actually getting a game centered around the wonderful Expanse series. If you haven't, watched any of the Expanse or read the books or anything, that's fine. This is a good place to jump in because it is a prequel to the entire series. Now, full disclosure, I have received a review code from Telltale. Thank you to the guys over there. So we'll be jumping into this. This is a 5-part series with an extra episode coming as well. They're going to release it every 2 weeks, starting off with the first episode that was dropped on the 27th of July. Episode 2 will be coming August 10th, and then so on and so on. But this looks very special. So instead of following the crew of the Roshi, they're actually going to make Drummer the main character for this series, which is really cool. Drummer is this amazing character played by Cara Gee. She's wonderful. She's had a really tough start to things, just like everyone out here in space. But she's strong, and she's kind of sort of become the main character of the series. It's one of those series where, hard to believe it, but there are so many great characters that they've all become mainstays, you know? You're not just holding on the Roshi. We've had so many more people as well. I'm excited to play this. It's been a while since we've done fucking Telltale. It was always a thing where I would almost stay up to 3 or 4 in the morning until they dropped on over in Europe, and then I would record a video for it. So yeah, it'll always be very special to me. I still have some of the Walking Dead front and center on my YouTube channel. So yeah, it's pretty damn special. I'm excited. Yeah, The Expanse is basically, it's a sci-fi series that takes place a couple of 100 years in the future, the 23rd century. We've got Mars has been colonized, but now it's at war with Earth. So you've got Mars and war locked in, Mars and Earth locked in a war. And then you've got everyone who lives on the outer side of everything, on the asteroid belt. They're known as the Belters. It's pretty cool. I think the show starts off on Sci-Fi, then moved to Amazon. I believe it got 6 seasons in total. It's really worth a watch, especially if you like sci-fi. The best way of describing it as a gamer is it's kind of got a little bit of Halo in there, a little bit of Mass Effect. It's really fun. I'm not one for politics, but they nail it. They absolutely nail it. So many great characters like Christian in there as well. So I'm very happy, and it's cool to see Drummer's side of it. So this will be a prequel. Yeah, so naturally, as you can imagine, with the Belters barely surviving out there, with air and water being the main currency, this has caused a massive uprising with the OPA, the Outer Planet Alliance. They're basically they're a radicalized group of people that want to take the war to Earth and Mars. They don't care if they create mutual annihilation because they'll win in the end, So it's super cool. There's definitely aliens in there as well, but it's heavily based in science fact, which is really cool. Everything to the faster than light travel, to even just the tiny little air scrubbers which they use with plants and stuff, are all based on real things, Usually, obviously, with a little bit of grain of salt, but yeah, that's really cool. All right, let's move over to this. Just give you a little refresher. We've got that beautiful music from the series as well. Alright, it just says begin series, begin story. Love it. I love it. Let's just go into the audio real quick. Nice. So yeah, the big factions is obviously the UN, that's Earth. Then you have the MCRN, which is the Mars Republic Navy. And then the OPA, which is like a tattoo. It's very cool. They're, the Outer Planets Alliance. And then you're gonna have a lot of. It's really cool. It mixes different languages together, mostly English, but you have this kind of space Creole where people talk. So it's kind of like Creole, like French Creole, but it's not quite like that either. Licensed music, no, yes. Let's leave that on. I'm okay with that. I want to see, because sometimes you get these really awkward muted scenes, and I don't like that at all. So I'd rather just suffer a little bit of DMCA if I can actually get what the vision of the scene was, So there will be choices. It's Telltale back in a big way. We learned a lot from the final season of Walking Dead. There was actual gameplay, so I'm hoping they take that forward. Right now, I'm not really sure what kind of have a state Telltale are in. I know they're working on this and Wolf Among Us Season 2 for sure. Anything beyond that, it's hard to tell. How's it going, Dynamite? Are you excited for this, dude? I know you're a fan of Telltale as well. I know they had a Stranger Things game in development. I don't know what's become of that. And I know maybe Batman as well may be coming back. So we'll see. I wish them nothing but the best because I enjoy these ideas. They don't always have the best, layout, like especially when they were going for that kind of Netflix model. But I think this is a good idea. Every 2 weeks, a new episode. That sounds great. That sounds lovely. And you can just buy the whole lot for 40, I think, because you get like 6 episodes. So yeah, it works out pretty damn cheap if you think about it. Alright, so we got the different kind of saves. Nice if you want to go back and find collectibles and all that. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of zero-G moments. I currently am in the middle of watching and rewatching The Expanse. I have not read the books, but the show is that good, it makes me want to go and get the books. They're wonderful. I do love a good bit of sci-fi. I've still got a hold in my heart from missing out on Firefly. All we got was 1 season of Firefly and then a wonderful movie, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just get a little bit excited. Also, I think you disabled license. Oh, did I? It's the other way around. Is it one of those stupid things where it's like, no, yes, I hate that. I hate the way they do that. Just keep it simple. God damn it. Keep it simple. Thank you. Nice. Makes sense. It got awful quiet there. Let's see what the gameplay is all like. Let's see. Walking controller, sprint. Alright, that's good. There's going to be a sprint. Now, I don't know how much the alien side of things is going to play a part because it is meant as a prequel to the series that allow you to springboard and watch the series, which they've also said you don't need to have to watch the series to understand the game. So it's all good. Alright. Let's make sure the subtitles on. Okay, good. Usually that's on by default now, which is nice. Lovely. So yeah, Drummer will be the main character. She starts off, like I said, she's almost like another street kid and rises through the ranks, starts off in different types of groups, even joins the OPA for a while, this radicalized, almost, they're not, I wouldn't really call them terrorists, they're just fighting for people. And then she eventually gets her own ship and army. What I love about this series is it treats the ships like, almost like an actual ship on the sea, you know? Your family. Yeah, so by playing this now, we'll have episode 2 within another week, which is great. Let's get in there. Let us begin The Expanse. Telltale is back. I'm so happy. Yes! Dude, between like, Life is Strange and Don't Nod doing their thing, we need more of this. Every now and then, other kind of episodic stuff pops up, like The Council and things like that. I love it. I even with all that other stuff, I don't think they've risen to the heights of Telltale. I'll just say that. Alright, 2047, Camina Drummer is on board the Artemis. Supplies are dwindling, morale is low, and the captain of the Artemis is about to learn the consequences of failing a crew in the belt. So the belt is an asteroid belt. They call themselves the Belters. People just living right on the fringe of existence. Lots of cool tattoos, cool languages. Alright, boys. I gotta keep an eye out for QTs. Yeah, she is. She's such a badass.
Listen to me.
Played by Cara Gee. Wonderful. Or maybe it's G. I pronounced her name wrong. Cara G, maybe. It's G-E-E. Wonderful Canadian actress. And she's doing the voice for Drummer in this series as well, which I think is a great way of sticking with the character. I'd love to see that. Is he gonna purge him out of the airlock there? Sounds like the captain. So we're starting off with a mutiny, huh? Holy shit! I like it. Makes sense, honestly. So the show is very cool. It never really picks a side. There is no good out there. It's all grey, and it's up to you who you think. Most people, myself included, stick with the Rossi, which is our band of French, named after Don Quixote.
What are we celebrating?
Our last mission.
I've heard that before.
Can turn up the volume now. She's got a great accent. It's kind of like a Canadian,
By the end of the day, all of us
Chinese.
are gonna be fucking rich, but mostly you and me.
She's an unbelievable badass. One of my favorite scenes is she's just after getting shot by a terrorist group, and instead of healing up, she curses herself for being hurt and starts doing upside down pull-ups with her stitches ripped open and the blood flowing off because of like 0G. She's a fucking badass, dude.
Aren't you one of those UNN pricks?
Easy.
So definitely gone for a newer art style.
Pricks, then you're still an OPA traitor with Anderson Dawes' bounty on your head.
Ooh. So OPA and Anderson Dawes. So that's it. This happens after that. Okay, good.
The past is the past.
So when she was running with the OPA,
why didn't you take
the Outer Planetary Alliance,
I knew you were worth more. Anybody
they used to have like an A tattoo right on their neck here.
Pretty fucking valuable.
So I think each episode's about 3 to 4 hours. Lots of collectibles. Everything we love about Telltale is back. Anyone could piss off Dawes. Dawes is a great character as well. Leader of one sect of the OPA. He's played by like a Scottish actor.
Dawes is a gangster.
But he does a really good job with the accent.
Hard to piss off a man like that.
Well, his loss is my gain.
Just want to make sure you're not having second thoughts about our deal.
No.
I've seen a nice bit of 0G maneuvering and stuff. I'm not sure if there's any shooting or that.
The crew, the costs, and the overhead.
After hearing you talk about the Esther, yeah.
You and me. We've got a good thing.
I'd say like watch the first 2 seasons and see what you think.
Nobody fucks with me.
If you're not sold after that, it might be a little bit of a hard sell. That's only about 20 episodes.
Century. Now drink.
By the end of season 2, you're getting into some like drink the scotch. I'll celebrate later. Do we trust him to fucking poison us, huh? I'm going to say no.
I'll toast you when I've got my fortune.
I've seen enough people poison on this show.
Suit yourself. I'll keep it waiting for when you return.
So yeah, everybody's pretty much out for themselves in the show. Between using things as bargaining chips, anything from a nuclear warhead missile to actual alien specimens, you know. The aliens are really cool.
Time to rally the crew for Cox's last mission.
Alright.
Start by briefing Khan.
That's kind of creepy. We got an echo when she's talking to herself. Damn, look at that booty though. Oh shit. Damn, I see you, drummer. I see you. So you can see she has some tattoos. A lot of them have these really cool kind of tribal neck tattoos or something. But the OPA usually have a giant A, which kind of reminds me of something from Arkham, to tell you the truth. But yeah, they're very interesting. They're, obviously a lot of angry people who want to both take care of Earth and Mars. They'd be happy if both of them blew themselves up. If you're lost, to ping a directional marker. Cool. Bunk. Alright, let's see what we have going on in our menus. Alright. Let's see. Objectives. Cons. So we're on board the Artemis. Anything that goes on in this game has not been a part of the show. It's a prequel. So this is just filling in some of the blanks for Drummer's past. Alright. Okay. Let's see, is my buttons being a bit dodged? Let me see, let me put this up for a second. Come on, there we go. I can't seem to move left or right up above. Maybe they're just not open yet. Alright. All gravy. I can't wait for the 0G. Yeah, we got a nice bit of sprinting as well. We've known for a long time that a lot of these episodic games really love slow walk and slow sprint, fast walk, just to kind of pad things out. So to have a full sprint is great. We'll keep an eye out for things. Yeah, if you like sci-fi, I cannot recommend this enough. It's super, and the fact that it's kind of grounded in sort of reality, you know, with it being 300 years in the future, it's really fucking cool. Like you can imagine how things would work.
He already sent me the coordinates.
Captain thinks that this could be
last score we'll ever need. All of a century.
Damn, she's an old pilot.
What's our ETA?
It depends.
On what?
Hey, mid, how's it going? What's the difference between an Irish birthday party and a funeral? What? What is it?
Oh dear, I made the lackey upset. Forgive me.
There's more people dead at an Irish party. Alright. Let her have it. Play it off. Let's get her. Oh, don't mess with Drummer.
Call me that again.
It's always interesting to see an actress or an actor
We're nearly there.
go for some voice acting for the first time. You can tell it's not an easy thing to just pick up and do, you know.
Somebody blew that ship to hell and back.
Ooh. So one of the catalysts that kind of kicks the whole series off is the events of Phoebe Station, and Phoebe Station is a station located on, you know, one of the fucking, I think it's one of the satellite moons of Jupiter named Phoebe.
On that same cigar for weeks.
Nice.
I assume
One of the things in Expanse that everybody's chasing after is a good cup of coffee. So when they finally get it, it's like heaven. Because water and air are such, like, you know, they're worth their weight in gold. To the point of, you know, using it as a bargaining chip. That's how bad it's got. Alright, nice that we get a lot of more freedom, Jesus.
Don't touch my shit.
Don't touch my shit.
Oh, sorry. Don't touch my shit, sir.
Sir. Hello, sir. How you doing today? Gunnery station? Nice.
Shoot much, but we
Yeah.
keep the PDCs
The Expanse has a great
Just
storyline from every single angle, you know. You've got people from Mars, you've got the Belters, you've got the people on the Rosie, which is usually the main character. The main characters,
do a high G
people on Earth, so you can feel like your loyalty kind of pulls in different directions. You're like, oh, they're not so bad, and then they do something shitty. But yeah, it's the human stories that are amazing. Like a fan favorite is the Martian. When I saw Gunnery show up there, the Martian Gunnery Bobby. A lot of people love her. She's played by, I think she's a Australian actress. Wonderful. Just your typical ex-military badass, you know, run around in a fucking exosuit. Just fucking cool as hell.
As the XO, it's my job to make sure the ship and its crew are in order.
Jupiter orbit. See, yeah.
On the ship and on our
We could bump into some things for sure. The events of the show haven't happened yet, so that's what I'm saying. There may not be many alien stuff going on, but that's okay, because yeah, it gets fucking wild once that stuff happens. We'll see. It would be nice, because the way the show works, a lot of things are already in play, you know, that kind of way. We know about them, we see them in a nice shot, but you're like, damn, how did this happen, you know? So this show could explain some of that. I'd love to see exactly what happened on Phoebe Station.
Arlen said he put all this away. What was it?
The big players in this, she just spoke of Anderson Dawes. He's huge in the show. And Drummer herself is amazing. She starts off, you only get to see her in season 2 really, but by season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, she becomes almost the main character. It's wonderful to see her progression. So to see her beginnings is awesome as well. And then Fred Johnson, he's a massive player as well. He becomes pretty much Drummer's friend, boss, and overall just good people. He was a military man on Earth, and he was sent to on a peacekeeping mission, and the UN purposely did not tell him that the people had stood down. You know, it was one of those kind of things, a hostage situation, and he was told to blow up the ship, and by murdering women and men and kids, it shook him, you know. So he became disillusioned with the UN and started his own faction of the OPA, and eventually has his own ship called the Tycho. And Drummer here becomes his second in command, but she's really the brains of the operation. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him. But he's fantastic. He's your typical kind of he's a military strategist, but also he's got a heart as well, you know. Tycho Station is a big part of the series too. It's another space station that ends up becoming more of a city, you know. Airlock prep room, cool. I want to see what kind of suits we got going on.
I used to suit up in the prep room with everyone.
So I'm playing the Xbox One version, so you're probably not seeing it in its best light, but it's available on pretty much everything. From Steam to the old gen to new gen. Hell yeah. The things they do with airlocks in this series just crack me the hell up. Looks like they're doing like a slingshot maneuver, you see that? Hold to scan, cool. New Artemis log unlocked. Yeah, looks like they're probably using Jupiter to slingshot around it, so they don't burn so much energy. Yeah, there's the Belters. The twins, Arlene and Ryan, are the only other Belters. In my experience, the Belters are pretty good people. You know, they're usually living in squalor, in poverty and slums. You know, it's the people in charge of the Belters that are a little bit the problem, like Anderson, Dawes, and a few other, because basically they are idealists, you know, and they want to get weapons against Earth and Mars, and the Belters just want to survive and live a comfortable life, you know. So yeah, you'll hear Dirters are usually known as the people on Earth, and then Inners are anybody inside, so that's Mars or Earth or whatever, you know. So it's Belters and Inners. They have names for everything. You might even hear the language they speak. The Belters have their own language, Creole. It's kind of cool, actually. We'll probably be blowing that dude out of there in a few minutes. Oh yeah, one less drunk person. Very nice, very nice.
I prayed that we'll return with our lives.
Tomorrow I had a hike plan and the weather today was shit in the area, so I could. Oh, okay. Everything wet. Yeah, you don't want to do that. It's not worth it. If you had a nasty fall or something, you know. I really like that we can run around like this. Let's see how big this ship is, huh? Let's see, just a normal sign.
Maya has a plan for this meditation session.
Okay.
She's going to bring her makeup kit and wait until Virgil gets into a deep trance, then go to town on him. I may have to watch.
Yeah, she's such a badass. Like I was saying about that with the bullet wound, everyone's trying to help her up, you know, to take her to medical, and she just grabs a gun and just starts fucking murdering people.
What's your excuse this time? You not get enough sleep? You need some aqua caca, huh?
Ow, just let me go.
See, so you're gonna hear language like that with the Belters.
Pink shot, you stupid prig! Quit fucking up!
Damn, these brothers. The twins, huh?
Boss man!
Boss man!
Make him stop! Shut it, Tokaka!
Only the Belters talk of this. I'm enjoying this.
Carry on.
Ryan will remember that. Oh, we're back, baby. We're back. Cheers to Telltale.
Okay. For the God, brother.
We got a job, Artemis. Listen up.
Nah.
There's so many badass women in the Expanse, like Jesus. Makes me very happy. Between Naomi, Bobby, Christian, fucking Drummer here, you know, like it just goes on and on. Wondered how humanity's scattered all across the solar system. Right. True. Because most of them came, you know, it came from Earth. That's something that the Martians hate, you know. They mention it. Let's punch him. Put him in his place. Boom!
This isn't Series. On the ship, I'm the XO.
Hell yeah. Commanding officer.
Shit. I was only fucking with you, Copain.
There you go. Let's put the little bully in his place.
Come on, Baratna.
So she spoke of Ceres there. That's a big part of the show as well. That's mainly where a lot of the Belters hang out. It's a huge space station. It's got like that cyberpunk vibe to it. You know, you've got like holographic advertisements going off. The usual stuff you would expect out of a kind of a space cyberpunk thing.
None of the
But yeah, they're living in squalor. It's kind of sad. But one of my favorite characters is Thomas Jane's character. He plays a alcoholic detective slash cop. The usual, you know. And he has the strangest haircut in it. It's like a half mohawk, and you can tell the actor, Thomas Jane, just has a really uncomfortable time with the haircut because he's constantly fixating on it, you know. But he wears the fedora as well, which is like a space fedora. But he's fantastic. He does a great job. He's like, I'd say honestly, he's of the first couple of seasons, he's one of the best characters.
Maya is making an effort to learn some
Lang
Belter
Belter.
words.
So you can see, look, if you're wondering what some of the words mean, that's really cool.
Trying to help.
Nice. Because the show doesn't even really tell you too much. The books probably do. But yeah, most you'll hear is Kopeng, you'll hear Bossman. That's about it. Boss, yeah. It makes sense. It's a mix of like Creole and just little English slang, that's all really, you know. It's kind of cool. There's Belt to Y. You hear that? Like, yeah, residents of the Belt. That's like Belt people. Nice. That's a clever idea. Yeah, like Drummer, like she's not the tallest chick, right? But she's such a badass. See, here's more of the plant. So, as you can imagine in space and air being so difficult, yeah, hydroponics, you see. So it's growing food, but they call them air scrubbers. Most of them don't care about the plants. You just call them air scrubbers because they clean the air. But every now and then you'll have a botanist who's like, I'm having a hard on looking at this milkweed.
And spices to go with dried kibble.
That's pretty cool. I like this. I like that they're breaking stuff down. It's little nods to the show all over. Oh yeah, the phones are pretty cool as well. They're your typical clear piece of glass that has 3D holographic menus and UI on it, you know. I like them. They're used a lot, and they do a lot of that kind of stuff where it's like Minority Report, where they're pushing stuff out of the way, but it makes sense. It never feels stupid. Here's your kibble, huh? Good lord.
Food in the Belt is never fancy, but my stomach still turns when I look at this mush.
Just close your eyes and eat it. It's all good. When even people who are in the remotest region of Earth for 10 years develop new strains. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Oh, they definitely have their own language up here. I noticed it, like, because with Mars, it was settled by Earth, even though they're at war with each other, clearly there's a connection there, you know, one wouldn't exist without the other. But try telling them that, you know. Whereas the Belters, as you're saying, they've completely diversified from their fashion, their haircut, their language, and just usually how they look as well, because of the different you'll see different bone structures, you know. There's certain people that have huge long arms and stuff. You'd think they were mutated, but it's just different bone structures. And then yeah, like Martians can't really survive on Earth very long. They're like vomiting up and they can't walk properly. Just different gravity, you know. Where are we going now? Brief Virgil. This is nice, man. It feels a good old Telltale, but also feels new and spiffy.
Virgil.
Exo Drummer.
Usually medics only know enough to plug that thing in and rig up the morphine dispenser.
Well,
luckily they're not too bad on jargon.
Useful for work outside the
you know, there'll be a little bit of military jargon, but it doesn't go too far.
Giving me abnormal
which is good. Most I've ever heard is like when you things on this, you know, on a ship like XO and IFF, identify friend or foe, things like that. Okay, what the hell is that? All right.
This looks like the kind of job that Maya would kill.
Well, it would be great to see a small mention of the aliens.
Crystal. I'm afraid we'll need a new one first.
The aliens are known as the proto-molecule,
welding equipment the captain
which is kind of cool.
Stone out of. But we'll need a high quality gem.
They don't have some fancy fucking name like whatever, you know.
I assume you didn't come here to talk about crystals.
We have a new target.
What is it this time? El Dorado? The Fountain of Youth? Let me guess.
Yeah, more.
The Falcon Horde of Venus?
More little separatist groups all over.
The UNN Urshanabi.
Oh, nice.
Cap believes there's something valuable.
Going after an actual UNN?
Something special.
So if you see a little globe, that's the UNN. The MCRN looks exactly as it, except the C looks like an O because Mars is in the middle of the sea.
No,
but that's and then you have the OPA, which is the very distinct graffiti-esque A. So they're the three big factions you need to worry about. What's cool is with the show, it centers around this one ship and the crew on it, the Rossi. But each of them are from different places. Like Holden, the captain, is from Earth. You've got Naomi, who's ex-OPA. You've got Alex, the pilot. He's a Martian, and even though he's not with them anymore, he's been so brainwashed by it, like he'll punch you out, you know. And Amos, I think Amos is like one of the most interesting characters. He's your basic muscle kind of guy. Like anyone else would get into a fight and then stop. Amos is the guy who will bury a wrench into someone's fucking head and then stop, you know. He's literal muscle. But as the show goes on, you're like, oh, there's something going on there. And it's really cool because a lot of those shows have that one meathead, you know, the one beefcake fucking meathead who barely talks. He's just pure brawn. and he's used as muscle. But it's really
Where do
cool.
I
He
look
starts
for
to
a
kind of
replacement crystal?
you start to see there's a bit of trauma there.
Aside from medical, high-end
I
navigation.
think my favorite characters, I think it's the one I mentioned. I think nearly all the women, pretty much Drummer, Bobby. I really like Christian as well. She's basically the representative for
Never have enough
Earth.
supplies, but Virgil always seems to make.
She's such a badass. Like, she'll just literally walk into a giant board of secretaries and you know, and just tell them all to shut the fuck up, you know. We got some
Selling point,
prosthetics.
Mr.
Okay,
Nick.
cool.
Should
The
I be
suits are
concerned that
amazing.
our
Like,
medic thinks
Mars
we
has all the
need
power armor.
prosthetics?
And it's kind of cool. It's just
He
kind of
knows
like
something I don't.
how Earth works as well, where Mars has a spaceship fleet, so it's almost like their naval fleet, you know, versus their ground units. But then Earth has the numbers over them, but Mars has the technology. We never get to see too much of Mars, which makes me sad, because you see their base of operation, you see their military, but you never get to see how their living is. I think they're a little more futuristic than we give them credit for.
Is a real mystery.
But yeah, they have some incredible, they call them power armor, power suits. It's like straight out of Mass Effect. Like, they literally look like that kind of, and the stuff they can do, like,
TA, 5 minutes, drummer.
Bobby just walks around like the Terminator.
Will
She's
do,
so
boss.
cool.
Headed back to my room to suit up now.
Alright, speaking of which. And yeah, the spacesuits in the show themselves are fantastic. They're never too out of control. The only thing that requires a little bit of logic is, you know, like, you know, just suspend logic, I suppose, is the mag locks, which are basically, as you can imagine, they're magnetic locks for their feet and for their hands. And it allows them to walk around in 0G and allows them to walk around spacewalks and on the ship if they need repairs and that.
Somehow
And
I am not
it's the only time where
surprised
you're
that
like,
Virgil
oh,
might
okay,
use a
okay.
copy of our ship's
But I do
manual.
like certain times when they're doing repairs, they talk about stuff like space metal, and you know, it's actually really light, but it's like lethal dangerous. I like that stuff a lot. Travel guide, okay.
Maya fits
A
in
Martian's
well for
Guide
the
to the
first time on
Belt.
his belt.
So yeah, Ceres
Like
Station
whatever Philota this
goes through a lot of stuff. That's where the OPA are. That's where Anderson Dawes is. But it's really cool and kind of futuristic. It's like that one moment where they run around the cities in Blade Runner. I really enjoy it. Big giant billboards and gritty stuff.
I
and
never thought I'd get along with a
see,
model,
so there's the MCRN, see?
but Maya
But it looks like
hates
Morn,
them almost as much
but
as
it's
I
meant to be a C with Mars in the middle. It means like Mars, I want to say Congressional Republic Navy. That's what it stands for. It probably says it here, so oh, fucking does, man. I'm stupid. I should read. Anyway, Private Costello. Shut up. I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah, that's what it means. Insubordination. So are they really messing with the Martians? Good lord. For how long, huh? For how long? But yeah, you can imagine how miserable some of these places are. There's a lot of prejudice going on.
A little token of my childhood on series.
So she grew up as a street kid
Time it
on
gets a little
series.
It reminds
And
me of
then
that shit
she,
you know.
as you can imagine, became very angry living like that and joined up with the OPA, which is the Outer Planets Alliance. Think of them as a kind of a, I don't know, I suppose you could, I don't want to say terrorist group, but they kind of do act like that. It's closer to like just a revolutionary group. There is some good there, but unfortunately where the show goes, there's no hope for them. It's kind of like, oh god, they were always going to devolve into something criminal. And that's where she worked for Anderson Dawes, but of course he became too, you know, grandiose and power hungry, so she's left him, and that's where this game takes place. I was wondering, would we see some of that? We might see some flashbacks. It would be cool, because Drummer is amazing.
Even with everything
She goes from
I would never
a
turn
side
Dawes
character
into
with
an
more than
enforcer.
2 lines in some of season 2 to a mainstay, to the almost main character. She gets her own ship, she gets her own army, she becomes a huge help in the war, you know. It's wonderful. The show goes from Earth versus Mars, locked in nuclear fucking war, you know, then the Belters on the side. Then they realize, then the alien stuff comes in, and then you see OPA rise up to basically gather the entirety of a very pissed off Belters, and they create a free navy and all this. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking awesome. Let's suit up. Hell yeah. Nice. Oh Jesus.
Where are you going to go, Camina? Huh?
Anywhere but here. With anyone but you.
Jesus. So clever, so stupid. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
know.
Thank you.
You
Son
are
of a-
many things, Beltaloda, but you are not a traitor. You love your belt. And right now, Belt is me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the accents, like I said, it's kind of Creole, so it's kind of based that kind of way, you know. You're getting a... I don't know. It almost has like a South African vibe to it. Bum, 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 bum. And the show's not too... The episodes aren't too long, and I like where they end it. They're not too hard on the old cliffhangers. And it follows the books perfectly, but then it'll change it up where I think series 1 is like 1.5 books, you know. Yeah, let's see, what's his name? I should know him. He's a pretty big actor. I think he's like Scottish or something.
I'm busy. You're late. Quit tinkering and get your helmet. We're about to push off.
Is this her like sister or something?
Fucking make me.
Maya. Mouthy Martian. Ooh.
Typical engineer.
Let's not make it about the Martian stuff.
Caca for brains.
Caca for brains, I like it. Oh yeah, let's go. Little sparring action.
Today. Guess Virgil can handle one more patient.
Damn. It's a QTE time. Come on then, let's see what you got, Maya. Huh? Tutorial. Yep. Press the button. Bonk! That's fine. Martians bruise easily.
I should put you in the brig for this.
Wait, I'm sensing not like a sisterly bond. I'm sensing something else. I'm sensing a little sexual tension. Anyone else? Is that just me and my horniness? Of course it is.
Cutting thrust. Prepare to enter float in 3.
Oh, there's the mag boots. No, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Excuse me.
Come on. Let me hear it.
You say uncle?
You got me.
Oh.
Fuck yes. Finally.
Sure you did. I think she let her win. I know I would.
Kicking my ass for a minute. I thought you had me again.
That was a good move.
It is Jared Harris. What do I know him from? A little cheap, a little weak.
Kind of a cheap shot, though.
If it was a cheap shot, I would have smashed your brittle belter bones against the ceiling.
Oh.
Don't believe everything they taught you in the Martian Navy. My bones are just as strong as yours.
I didn't believe a single thing.
My
they
bones
taught
pretty
me
strong.
about the factory.
Stop it.
Brittle bitches.
Got me out of these. Nice. Still the same formula. It seems to be much faster though, and it seems, I will say, it's like a lot more
Arlen and Rayan have begun
free
reaching
to
the
move
airlock
around.
off the bridge. Once we're in, we are going
Holy shit, Io!
Cool.
Usually Io is covered up by these dust streams.
Io
that fire
plays an
off
important
after
part in the
volcanic
show.
Activity. But it's clear as day.
It's a moon. Earther colonies. Come on now.
It looks like any other moon. Pale and lumpy.
Don't you talk about her like that. She's a beautiful volcanic goddess.
Most of the solar system planets, our own solar system
I
planets,
usually only
play
look for
a
what could
huge
kill me
part,
out here.
which is great.
But it's nice
Venus,
to see it through your eyes.
Jupiter, Saturn
Even if they're the
saves
eyes of an inner
Earth
who
more
doesn't know
than
her
once
ass
anyway.
from her oxygen bulb.
Thanks to its massive
You mean an inner who pile drive
gravitational
your ass
booty.
into the ceiling, right?
It's great to get the
Let's
actress
cut out.
Cara G to actually play drummer in the game as well. I don't know if anyone else joined in, but we're gonna do a bit of spacewalking ourselves. Most people hate it. Anyone who come in the show, they hate spacewalking because, but some of them, like, they can survive out in space on their own for a couple of days. Bonk.
As I was saying, remember to keep your weight.
So it looks like we're salvaging this UNN.
Still, not bad
ship.
for an inner who's barely been in the belt for a month, eh?
What should be connected to the show?
Rayan and I were learning to spacewalk. One time, he crashed right into the hull and shit his vac suit.
Shut it! Koya!
Whoa.
Nasty.
Airlock is open, Exo.
Good. Let's see what we have in here.
Oh, Jesus. If you see anything blue, be careful. That's all I'll say. Blue is not a happy color in The Expanse. It's the aliens color. Really clever take on aliens as well. I dig it so much. It's not your fucking little grey men going, hello, taking selfies with you, you know? It's not like that. It ain't no Vegas stuff. It's, like I said, they call it the proto-molecule. So we're talking about something... Think hive mind, you know? Think Dead Space. You mean Uranus? Uranus and the savior of the solar system. Hey, it's just one fart and it can blow us all away. Can you take it all away? Yeah, I was actually going to do Pikmin 4 today, but this shut up. I was very lucky to get a review code. I'll always make sure and say that as many times as I can. Full disclosure. I keep thinking she's got like a vein on her head, but it's not. It's the shape of the glass on her suit. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Fucking table scraps.
What are you looking for? There is a currency in the series called script, but they very, very rarely use it. It's always been water and... Oh my god, it's just all severed heads. Sheesh.
Yo, Baratna. She's crazy.
Damn. It's one way of blowing your mind, I suppose. Jesus.
Just breathe. Keep your head down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You don't want to vomit in your suit.
Now say puke in your suit, okay? Unless you won't choke to death on your own sick.
The new shampoo. Vom. It's hard to know what kind of scrap they could use. Mainly like technology, I suppose. But this doesn't seem like an act of an alien. This is something else. This is a creepy killer or someone. Someone twisted little puppy displaying the heads. This could be a belter. Unfortunately, those kind of separatist groups.
Whoever put out this welcome gift for us is long gone. And they left behind a big-ass ship that must have some valuables still on it.
You say so.
So get scavenging.
Damn. Let's play head football, right?
You all have your orders.
Keep it up, or whatever. Fucking,
get back home.
what a great header from the floating head. Yeah, they lined the heads up so whoever would come would see them. That's fucked up. Twisted puppies. Yeah, the OPA does attract a lot of shitheads, sadly. They just want to kill, you know. They're not always like, oh, I'm for the belters. It's not always about that. Heads! Where's the tails?
Ooh. If I stare at these too long, I might be the one throwing up in my suit.
I really love her accent. I actually don't think it's her real accent, because I've seen her in interviews and she doesn't.
It's practically brand new.
Yeah, look, yeah, right. Because I think the game takes place in 2347, so yeah, really was. Leonidas class, cool. Hers is the Artemis ship, so a lot of them are named after gods and that. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Oh no. Hello, my floating head. Take good care of yourself. And you notice when there's no blood dripping from them. I'd say that's because they've been chopped off for a while. So even in the 0G, scan the drive analysis. Maybe we'll see where this thing has come from. Okay, signature. Alright, ship origin Europa. Alright. Reported stolen in 2345. So that was only 2 years ago. Number of Epstein drives. Now this is one thing about the show that's a bit unfortunate, okay? I'll just put it out there. The guy who discovered the faster than light drive was a man with the last name of Epstein. And it's not the same, it's not related, I swear. It's just an unfortunate, there's many people out there, especially of like German origin, who are stuck with that last name. And it's just what happens if some dumbass celebrity or creepy bastard does something stupid out there. You're stuck with the name. We've been there. But yeah, he's the guy who created. So these Epstein drives are what creates faster than light. Most ships don't have any more than one. But you'd be surprised. it makes it super fast. And it was just like an accident. I was telling you about it yesterday. Oh, cool. You see the way the 0G works? Look. Because we're mag locked to the ground. So whichever way the floor orients, we orient like that. Cool. I'm not going to be sick. That's really cool. Just to show you that we're mag locked to the ground and we are in 0G. There are 0G modes. I've seen it in the trailer. So, it is a thing. I like the 0G. Like, the show does a great job at showing you the sheer, you know, gravitational force. Where sometimes the maglocks can't even hold people in place. And it also likes to do the old-fashioned, if you're not strapped in, you're dead, you know? The ship will toss you around like a pinball. It's kind of fun to watch. There's one bit where they didn't strap in the tools properly, and they had like fucking drills, scalpels, all sorts of nice, shiny, sharp objects willing to penetrate your suit at a moment's notice, just flying around the ship. Even I was like, fuck this. Fuck this. Get me off of this thing. Because, you know, the pilot's not going to be like, yeah, let me just stop and secure this stuff. If you're lost. I'm not lost, I'm just checking out 0G. What we got over here? We got the quantum processor. Oh my. Some supercomputers.
I've got an intact QPU here.
QPU?
Nice find.
Instead of CPU, I don't know about that. Got quantum computing. Alright. The guy who plays like Adam Jensen in, you know, the Deus Ex, you know, I never asked for this. That guy, Elias, I think his name is. He plays a part in season 1, and I just can't not see Adam Jensen. He plays the usual kind of like black market dealer. How do I get up there? Ah! That's cool. That's cool. You gotta expand your mind, Cyber. You're in space, motherfucker. Was that cool or was that cool? Nice. I'm in space! In space, no one will hear you queef, no matter how hard you try. Stop it now. Alright. Containment vault.
Fuel, oxygen, scrap metal, wiring.
It's her inner voice has an echo. Mine doesn't, but I should try. Maybe if I like shove one of those loudspeakers in my ear, my inner voice will have an echo. Hello, hello. You're an idiot. No, you're an idiot. Oh, okay, that's enough of that. Jesus Christ. Boss.
Pirates tore this place apart.
Yeah, was it pirates?
Pirates aren't scavengers.
No, they're not. They're pretty stupid. Most of them are just fucking cold-blooded cannibals and killers. Cannibal corpse. Lift off. Yay! La da 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 da. Uh-oh. Something else lifted off. I gotta go to the mess hall because I just made a mess in my hall. My back hall. I'm fucking floating. Look at me, Mom. Cool. It's a bit like Dead Space. I dig it. Someone's been busy here.
Looks like the crew didn't surrender their heads to the pirates without a fight.
No. Call Arlene. Arlene!
Keep an eye out for trouble while you're setting up the containment vaults.
You ever cut anybody's head off, Exo?
Maybe.
Back when you ran with Dawes?
Worse than heads on.
One time, I cut a man's eyes out when he looked at me funny.
Nice.
For real?
For real?
Sure did. Wore them as earrings the next night.
Come on.
Sheng Fong.
Today I found out that Immortals Phoenix Rising was actually renamed from Gods and Monsters, right? A few years back. I wonder what happened to it. It's a great game, dude. You can get it for dirt cheap now. They were supposed to be making a sequel, and you were going to be able to transform into those mythical creatures like Medusa and Minotaur and Centaur, all that kind of stuff. All the Taurs, you know? Or even Fat Tor, you know? Fucking playing Fortnite. But they fucking cancelled it. Apparently it was a year and a half, and they've moved everyone over to Assassin's Creed Red. Which makes me so sad. But the Immortals Phoenix Rising is still great. I played it on the channel a little bit. I need to get back to it. It has a wonderful DLC. One of them is, even though the gameplay is like Breath of the Wild, the DLC is, one of the DLCs is like a tower defense strategy thing. And then another one is a complete Chinese mythology. Because the game is mainly Greek. The reason for that is because the Assassin's Creed Odyssey guys made Immortals Phoenix Rising. Now, they didn't do themselves any favor with that name. That name is garbage. I'm sorry. Even Gods and Monsters is a little bit generic, but stop giving a first game in a series a subtitle. Because people go, Immortals Phoenix Rising, well, what was the first Immortals? And it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. But it's definitely worth it. You can get, I think it's called the Shadow Master Edition or something like that. It's the one I have, and it comes with the DLC, and I got it for like a tenner. So yeah, I definitely, I can't suggest that game enough. It's really fun. The writing, you either get a kick out of it or it's complete cringe. There's no other way around it. People either love it because it's basically Prometheus and Zeus just cracking jokes the whole way through. But it can get a little bit. You know, Prometheus was famously punished by Zeus. I think he was the one where he strapped him up on the wall and birds pecked away at his organs and stuff. But because like he's a god, he doesn't really feel it. But still like torture. So that's the United Nations, the UNN. That, if you see that, that's kind of meant to be Earth, you know. But this symbol here, this seems to be the pirates or something. I don't know this symbol. This thing here, I'm not sure what that is. I don't know why the window's doing that. I think it's got to do with the plants. Nice. Alright, a little medicine flying around. Nice bit of detail. I like this crosshairs make me think that we may actually be able to shoot. Nice. Yeah, it does a funny little thing. Oh, cool. There's a funny little thing with the sounds as well, you know, like it tries, like I said, it's science fiction, so the idea of a vacuum in space does actually work in the show, but it's not like you're getting sucked out, you know, that kind of way. It's only if something depressurizes. But if they're walking around, like there's people that were able to walk around in space, but they only had the capacity of their own lungs. They couldn't breathe, obviously, but if they held their breath, their eyeballs wouldn't pop out, you know, that kind of way. So we're so used to that in other mediums that you're like, it takes a second to realize that that's not actually how it works. But if you've ever watched any of those
there must have been one hell of a
those interviews with actual astronauts or NASA or anything, they'll tell you it doesn't work like that.
Doesn't look like a typical pirate.
But yeah, no, people do die from
I agree.
hypoxia and all that, you know, from
Maybe
having no air.
Something big and couldn't
But it's
find
just, you know, so say like a hole happens in the hull, it's not always like you don't get sucked out of it, but it will
Makes
take
sense.
the air out of it, you
Especially if they thought other people might come looking.
But yeah, I remember Firefly used to do these scenes where if it was in space, it was dead quiet. You couldn't even hear the engines. But for the Expanse, because the engines are so cool, they do have noise. Something is working here. Look at these old cables. They're all leading to something. Moving to move vertically. Does it mean like... What does it mean? Does it mean to go on the roof or something? Or maybe it means when I'm flying around. Now, who knows? Oh, cool. You can even sprint while you're in 0G. Badass. Alright, can we do something with this? Blowtorch. Nice. Alright. Typical kind of stuff. Oh, that's so fast! Every blowtorch in games is so slow. That's so fast! Thanks for that.
This looks like a fabricator of some kind.
Nice.
Maybe for material printing?
Yeah, some kind of 3D printer thing.
Yes! Gimme!
Alright, calm down, Maya. So we are gonna get some things of use. I was thinking, like, just picking up random boxes and that is worthless, you know. What'll be behind door number 1? Here we go. Maybe a few leftover pirates. Watch out. Damn, they cracked this bitch wide open.
Okay, time to scavenge.
Drummer, looks like the officers section is still intact. Go check it out.
Cool. Look at me, ma. I'm in space.
Let's hope so.
We got Jupiter there, and we got Io to the other side. Nice. That was probably Orion's belt, but it's kind of scary. A lot of the torpedoes are kind of purpley, and there's like stealth ships as well. They're fucking scary. So there's a lot of higher technology which I like, and it even gets crazier later on. Once the aliens come in, everything is just thrown out the window. It's fucking madness. It's like, okay then, we're fucking teleporting around the galaxy. It's like, Jesus. Oh, look at this poor bastard. Damn. Yeah, that's one of the bodies where they took the heads from. Yeah, I'm glad this is still on the last gen. I hope it does well for them, but Yeah, I can feel a couple of little hiccups, just mainly from my old console. It's old as dirt. Nice water recycling, okay.
Clean palladium in this recycler.
Display your landing icon.
Good pull, drummer.
Oh, cool.
UNN
Dude, there's so much little
always
things
keep
going on. I
backup
like
water
it.
recycler for themselves.
Walking on the wall, right? Yeah.
You were a UNN officer.
My
Do you have a
planned
backup
hike for
recycler
tomorrow.
for
Right,
yourself?
I hope it cleans up.
Of course
Even
not.
just a half a day of sunshine would be all you need. Do you go with a group at all? Or is it just usually yourself and a few friends? Damn that booty though. That booty! Can you fly down to Jupiter? No, I don't think so. We'd probably burn up. We'd burn up on entry. And not to mention it's a gas giant. I don't know if there's anywhere even to fucking land. I'll give it a shot though. You want me to give it a shot?
Place these nav beacons on every ship we explore. They're supposed to help me cover the space and find more valuables.
Right.
But usually I just go with my gut.
Let's see what happens. I'll push her as far as I can over to Jupiter. That might not be Jupiter. No, it is Jupiter. I know Jupiter. Jup. Warning, leaving safe area. Here we go. This one's for a mid. I'm sorry, drummer. But yeah, some guys have like floated out in space for 3-4 days before they were picked up. Very creepy. You must definitely go through a lot of weird stuff. There might be stuff out here. I'm thinking I'm hitting an invisible wall. It's hard to tell though. I think I'm hitting an invisible wall. What do you think? I'm still kind of moving away. That's a huge bitch. Yeah, look, I can tell she's not going as fast anymore. I think there's an invisible wall. Did it load to death? Hold on, am I still moving towards it? I don't know. It's so big, it's hard to tell. Wow. No, she's pushing against it. Like, no! You shall not, boss. Still a fairly big area. There's Io. Io! I tried. I tried, man. Whee! It'd be a short Telltale series, I'll tell you that much. You died there. Hey, Lacuna, how's it going, man? How's your trip going? Well, blow my torch. Can you, yeah. Game over. I wish it was. I wish it would just burn up. Well, it's not Tomb Raider we're dealing with here. Let's see what's over here. Oh! Yeah. Definitely not a big fan of the old generation of consoles. I need to just...
Drama? How'd you know there was something there?
Yeah, you're like a human scanner drone.
Thank you. Definitely wasn't me just going out there. Be one with the ship.
It's a lot easier to use your eyes when your mouth isn't running all the time.
Shh, whatever.
Voila. Trip's been super fun. Nice. Being exhausted, I bet. With the cat. It's a lovely cat. Hopefully, is there any like antihistamines you can get? Exercise bike, for real?
Inyas have to work hard to keep their bodies in shape out here. Would be much easier for everyone if they just stayed home.
Damn. So this is like earlier on, so she does have a hatred for Earth. Probably Mars as well. So she still has those old OPA ways of thinking. She's not really like that by the time the show comes around. She tends to just stick with Fred Johnson. And all she cares about is Tycho Station, you know, keeping those people alive. Alright. Skr skr. Le bonk. I didn't need to get down. Let's keep an eye out. So I'm assuming the salvage in this case is the collectibles of the old games. So far so good. It's so way more free, you know, it's just so free. Damn, this guy was like probably crying.
Commanders, this is Private Takabe. The pirates have asked me to report the following. All crew members, except for those barricaded in the officers' quarters, have been killed or captured. The pirates do not wish to kill anyone else. If you open the gate now and allow them to complete their search, no more lives will be lost. And if you do not comply, oh God, please don't. 2 minutes until the next one.
Nice. Okay. I probably
This
won't
map would be helpful
remember.
if all the pieces were still together.
Yeah.
No such luck. I did run a phase array scan. Everything matched the LiDAR, except for one gap in the captain's quarters.
I'll check it out when I get in there. Arlen and Rayan's experience hauling minerals on Vesta has been a big help, even when they annoyed the hell out of me.
Like, I'm not the smartest guy, and I kind of get what's going on with the Expanse show, so if you feel like you might be overwhelmed, you won't. I'm guessing. Oh, can I open it? I was thinking I might need a key card or a hand or something, but she's probably hacking her way. There's always a choice or two that I'll mess up. That's the Telltale way.
So, about that. It's a fingerprint lock.
I knew
You're
it.
going to need to find the right hand. An officer.
Damn.
The baka.
Good news. The logs show that there was
But
one
it
out
does
in
have
Mexico.
5 save
Second
slots, so if you
corporal
feel like you want to go back and
Alright.
do something different,
Might
you can
be
do it that
difficult
way.
to get his body back to the door, though.
You.
Don't need all of him.
Right? Oh, man.
God.
Yep. Is she gonna use like a fucking laser crystal? She's gonna use a laser torch to cut his arm off.
Skinnies. Bigoted asshole. He still didn't deserve to die like this.
I wonder... Skinnies, I wonder... Calling the pirates that, maybe? That's interesting. I love how she goes bigoted asshole when she just talked about inners needing to work out because they're fat and lazy. Funny!
You can't. You've been flying a
Kettle
long
and
time.
pot and
Never
all
seen
that.
anything like this before.
Nah, but when it comes to pirates, nothing surprises me. They're all monsters.
Sounds personal.
Sounds personal.
Put it this way, we ever capture one alive, all I need is 10 minutes and my torch blade. The ship would smell like barbecue for weeks.
Jesus!
Hashang.
Damn, look at this one. Looks like that's not blood. That's poop! Wait, is it? No. No, it could be vomit. He might have vomited. Let's see, directed energy gun.
Microwave energy gun. Not a bad choice for persuading someone to open a door.
Interesting she's not grabbing it for use. Yeah, that's the kind of like tablet / phones they have on this series. They're kind of cool.
Skinnies.
Right.
Bigoted asshole.
Maybe that's probably a derogatory term for, maybe for belters or just for pirates. I'm not sure. I haven't heard that one in the series yet. I've heard a lot of other shit like dirters and that. Right, new mission log. Temperature gauge. Jesus. Minus 270 degrees Celsius, motherfucker. Air filter. Probably use that.
Last time Khan smoked a cigar on the ship.
I used to be in a group, but everyone became lazy. Oh no. Parents, an actual good reason. Okay. So I had a hard time motivating anyone. Right, I get that. Damn, Jesus, Pyro was just having the same problem, dude. Where half the stuff he wants to do, even just sports, instead of hiking, everyone's kind of moved on. That sucks. Someone's been hoping it doesn't get worse, because most of my family are like deathly allergic to cats. I don't think it was too, because... Yeah, see, it's probably certain cats as well, is it? The Irish Shedders went to town today, went to some thrift stores, did so many cameras, super cheap, picked up a Polaroid. Nice!
A couple of days.
Probably have to give it a bit of clean, a little work over, but
my assumption.
good on you.
Analyzing the footage of the heads and
Vox
remnants of the
Marks.
precipitating
I
battle.
know it's Virgil Marks, so who was Vox then?
What can you tell me about the heads?
I haven't actually met too many pirates in the show.
It seems clear they were done post.
We'll see about that.
Very difficult to be precise if the victim
It's mainly,
is back.
you know, a whodunit with Mars, Earth, Belters. It's fucking good. So this is a prequel to it. This character, Camina Drummer is her name. She doesn't really become a mainstay in the show till, you know, end of season 2, season 3, you know. But by then, she's almost the main character. She's wonderful. She's a great story arc. But yeah, it was kind of interesting that she became the main character. I can understand, but you know, she doesn't exist in season 1 and just starts to come into play in season 2. So, you know, that kind of way, it's like, I mean, I wouldn't have picked anyone else. Right now, the main characters, one would be on Earth, one would be on Mars, one would be in the OPA. So it wouldn't really make sense to control them. The only thing I can think of is if there's a slight time pocket between one of the series. But maybe if they ever did like a season 2 or something. We'll see. I hope this does well. Oh, look, that's the OPA. This is what I was talking about.
OPA graffiti on the outside of the containment vault? How dumb can you get?
Right. It's kind of cool though, isn't it? Because you got the O, the P, and the A right there. And that stands for Outer Planetary Alliance. And it's basically belters that kind of wake up and want to attack Earth and Mars. Maddie, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Maddie Asen. I like that. How's it going, Pyro? Is it working out? What the fuck? What was happening? Is there something wrong?
Hey,
Twitch not letting you chat? Was it doing that channel points thing?
Why not? You used to run things on series.
Yeah.
Don't you support the OPA?
It's vandalism. It's too noticeable. That's true. That's true.
The OPA has a lot of enemies.
Yeah.
And you just
the idea of the OPA I stand for, like a revolutionary group, but like most revolutionary groups, they become power mad, power hungry, and eventually become extremists, and that's...
We know. Just paint it over.
That's the problem. So, Drummer here was part of the OPA. She grew up on Ceres, which is a space station where most of the Belters hang out, but it's kind of slums, you know. They're working off tiny pittance of air and water, just trying to survive. So of course they're going to rise up against their oppressors, which is Earth and Mars together. So yeah, the most people on Ceres don't really want to be connected to OPA. It's just they're all radicalized, you know. They're just trying to survive. Most of them are living in sewer-like areas and tunnels of the space station.
It must be connected to... Quick! Get away from there!
What?
Hashang, what?
Combustion in 5, 4...
You're lying. You're messing with me, Maya. Is this a joke? I'm gonna kick your ass.
Really?
You little shit.
Oh my god. I wish I could see your face right now.
Son of a bitch.
I hope you're very proud of yourself.
I'm gonna be honest. I really am.
Yeah, well, you get to clean my spacesuit. And I went number 2. You son of a bitch. Yeah, you don't want that blowing up in space. That explosion like that, not only would it destroy your suit and eviscerate you, it'd send your beloved carcass into Jupiter's gassy ash. You don't want that. There'll be no sending your body home or anything. It's game over, man. But yeah, the guns in the series are pretty fun as well. Obviously, you're going to have these torpedoes and nuclear warhead missiles, but just the moment-to-moment guns are awesome. They're kind of cool. Little plasma boys. Alright, are we in here already, maybe? Probably. Let's have a look. All these damn headless corpses are starting to look the same. I should go back and
while I hunt for valuables,
check that guy.
Arlen and Rayan are back there, grabbing every piece of scrap metal they can pry away. How's the search going?
Not much to find in this sea of caca. You?
Caca!
Not bad.
It wasn't letting me chat. That's so weird, dude, yeah.
Whatever. You got the easy job inside where all the good follow down.
Nothing should ever get in your way because you're VIP and that.
No, it must be so hard for you finding.
So the way they're doing this now is a new episode will come out every 2 weeks.
Yeah, so much PTC damage.
And it'll be finishing up near the end of September. This episode 1 just came out on July 27th. Episode 2 will be, I think, August 10th. So we're not too far away from that. So I'll jump into that. Can't wait to see where they take it, because the show is, and the books I assume as well, because it's all based on the books, is such a fantastic like build up. Do you know what I mean? Like I was saying, I got to the point where I think season 2 episode 5 is like one of my favorite, and I was just blown away that it wasn't a season finale. It's like, damn, it's not even about like CGI or anything. It was just the culmination of so many people's stories, and I was like, wow, fucking hell, it never stopped. And then you realize you're like, no wait, every episode never stops. It's that fucking good. If anything, season 1 they have to give you so much, you know, that I'd say it's probably the slowest, but it just never stops once it gets going.
Bane. Anyone heard of it?
That must be the name of the
One of
pirates.
Toussaint Zapata's ships.
Ah, fuck.
Europa's Bane, I like that.
Who is that?
We dealt with Europa in...
Latest pirate flavor of
no,
the
it was
month.
Callisto. Callisto's
Led a
perfect, yeah.
mining strike on Europa.
Ah!
Ships. Now self-employed as a full-time murdering.
I love the way they're like fucking
UNN
frozen in death, you know, in that kind of
If she wanted to take out this ship,
fearful pose. And then Rigor Mortis and Zero G take over, so you're really just stuck like that.
Got it.
Fucking
Thanks.
headless meat mannequins. That's
Maya,
all they are.
I'm in the mess hall. Time to find an officer.
I've linked the personnel records to your terminal. Try scanning the bodies and see if you get.
I don't know if there's going to be gunplay or something. I hope so. That'd be kind of cool. Just even a little bit. By the time
Looks like
the last
blue
game we
tried
got
to
from
mount a
Telltale was
defense
2019, before the world fell apart, you know.
Those poor people.
And we actually got some combat in that. Like, not to spoil or anything, but you could use a bow and arrow with Clem, you know. And it was decent, you know. It was serviceable from a series that's so known from go here, press this button kind of thing, you know.
Anything like it?
So that was nice. Already the freedom in this is great. We have a full sprint, which I think is the first time ever in a Telltale game. It's always been fast walk. This fucking bullshit, man. It's like you're just about to crap yourself, but you want to be polite about it. You know that kind of way? You're like, excuse me, and you're fucking running. You're running in your mind and you're running through your body, but you're politely fast walking. We've all been there. But this is a damn sprint, and we have it in the Zero G, in the little spacewalking. Hope you're having a good day, Pyro.
Check the shoulders.
They put the grapple
UNN
glove back in
officers have those
Fortnite.
Fancy bars.
Well, I suppose it's something, huh? I've been getting some good wins lately, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. So right now we're trying to get through. This is a UNN ship we're trying to salvage. It's been taken over and destroyed by pirates. They removed the heads and put them all on display. Very, very tribal, but in space. You know, we play as a drummer. She's in the show, but this is her prequel story, you know, before she joined Tycho Station. And she's really cool. Played by Cara Gee, and she's actually even fucking voiced by her as well, or Cara G. I keep saying that wrong. See, Gee is an Irish word. I won't tell you what it means, because it's dirty. It's dirty, so it keeps going back to it. I'm sorry about that. But she's a wonderful actress, and she almost becomes the main character. I think every season of The Expanse,
I know pirates are
one of the
vicious,
characters
but
steps into the spotlight as the new main character. I love it,
Hear
you know.
stories
Season
about
1
people who spend too long off station.
is Miller.
Go big pigar.
He's the detective played by
Pagal?
Thomas Jane.
my belter is.
Season 2 feels very much like
Means really fucking crazy.
Holden. There's a lot of main characters, but you can tell, you know, when certain... And then Naomi has her moment, and then Drummer, she steps into the light and never steps back out. She's awesome, and I can see why they wanted to make a game centered around her character. Got back today, I thought I would stay away for longer, but ended up burning through all my money. No way, dude, really? Damn, what was it, just from like takeaways or taxis, or did you buy some cool shit? Nice, man, I hope it was fun. Good on you, that's the way to do it. People go on holidays and they're still afraid to spend a bit of money. It's like, no, this is what you saved after, this is why you're here.
Know anything else about
Have a
the
bit of
Europa's
fun,
Bane?
you know?
Must be pretty massive.
I hope you had a great time, man. You deserve it. Same with you, Lacuna.
Hell should I know?
So it's
If you
good
learn
to
any more
keep a
about
little
them,
bit of
feel free to fill me in.
money, like, you know, in case something goes wrong, you know, so keep a little bit of reserve. But otherwise, the money you went to spend, you fucking spend that. Have some fun. So now we're trying to get in here. We're looking for a captain to scan. And we're probably going to remove his hand so we can use his fingerprints.
Can you hurry
Unless
up?
we can scan his hand. But I doubt that's the way.
Working
But yeah,
on it.
we have Zero G, very like Dead Space, if you know your Dead Space. And we can orientate, and we can fucking probably land on the ceiling if you're feeling fancy. Some of it was anyway. I think this place is actually upside down anyway, because they look like seats there. But they might not be. And this is very new for a Telltale game, you know. So yeah, Telltale did go away, but they brought it back thanks to a lot of cool people. And so far we have the Expanse they're working on. We have Wolf Among Us Season 2 coming, the big one. I had heard about Stranger Things. I don't know if it's still going ahead. A new Batman series I had heard, and a couple other things. But we'll see. I wish them all the best in the world, because I think if these are handled well and the quality stays there, you know, just like with Don't Nod and their episodic stuff, there is absolutely room for episodic content. Or these kind of
This
narrative
was a massacre.
episodic stuff.
No other word for it.
Looks like we might be able to
The
get
sooner we
through
get out
that.
of here, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Have you checked the ceiling? If his mag boots were off, he might have drifted.
Mm-hmm. I just want to look at these pirates.
I wonder if Toussaint was here herself.
Toussaint.
Or if she stayed back on the ship like some other captains I know.
Thanks for spoiling it. Guessing you're the captain, huh? There it is. Is she gonna cut his arm off? Or will she just scan his hand? I kinda hope she cuts his arm off. I'm weird. I mean, he's already a dead body, right? Is she gonna do it? Torchblade. Torchblade! Yes. Oh! You nasty.
Sorry about this.
Let's give this man a hand, everybody. Let's give him a hand. I'm sorry. You can't not make that joke. Alright, where did you put that? Where did you put that severed hand? Find a laser crystal. That seems to be part of a separate side quest.
Fuck,
Oh no.
fuck!
Jesus.
Rayan, what's happening?
An accident. My leg. It's the Lota. You're the accident.
Keep holding. I'll be right there.
Something must have collapsed on him.
Drummer, whatever mess he's got himself into, make sure the containment vault is secure. We cannot afford to lose it.
Captain, Rayan's vac suit is...
Not now!
Jeez.
Drummer, get your ass over there.
On my way.
Sounds like we have to make a choice, do we? The hell's that noise? I'll keep an eye out for a crystal. Might as well be best to stay flying around in 0G because I don't have to maneuver too much. No, sounds like he pierced his vac suit. You stupid or something? Alright. Guess we're just gonna scan the hand now. What a dummy. Oh, that's a broken shin bone right there. Fuck.
My leg. Samalo, drummer. Samalo.
Hold still. We'll see what we can do.
Let me see. If we can...
What happened?
Unexploded charge, I think. Pirates must have left it behind.
If we can create 0G, we might be able to
scan first.
push the debris off his leg.
Drummer, his suit is punctured and losing pressure. You need to release the vault and patch him now or he could die.
Oh, shit.
Belay that. That vault has O2, fuel, armaments. We can't afford to lose it.
Nah, don't be stupid. We're not gonna lose a crew member over a bit of salvage. Lose the vault, lose Ryan's leg. Ooh. There's our first big choice. Lose the vault. There'll be more salvage.
Hold on.
He's probably still gonna lose the leg.
What are you doing?
Hell yeah. Go on, drummer. She's a fucking badass. Damn. Bye-bye. How the medical stuff works in the Expanse is really cool. That's just like a... Yeah, they do these bandages.
You're welcome.
But it has like weird fluid that attaches around...
Virgil to come check on him.
It's almost like a
Look
expansive glue.
You did the right
Like
thing.
flex tape.
Bullshit.
It usually seals most
See if you
stuff.
feel that way in a few weeks.
We've also got a
when we're
spray
running
of
out
it as well.
He's right, Baratna.
And then when
You're a disgrace to Beltalowda.
when they break bones, they have like it's kind of like a weird like outer skeleton they put around the broken bone to stabilize it. It's probably meant to be like a tourniquet or an invisible cast, but it's kind of cool. It's some kind of a brace while the bone heals. Looks fucking amazing though. Alright, there goes that. He's gonna be pissed about that. Boo-hoo. Why isn't Cox out here himself helping? As a London stay, my friend? Nice. Didn't spend that much. Yeah. No accommodation. Lovely. But he works Monday to Friday, so I have to go to work, so... Yeah. I have to do my own thing. I realized I've been in London a lot, and I've done most of the best stuff, so I thought I'd head home. But too soon, though. Yeah. Oh, you're in Bristol and trains are not cheap. Damn, dude. Bristol turned out to be definitely worth it. So you went to Bristol on the way back. Nice. Cool. You just kind of hung out there. Cool. I don't know much about Bristol. I know a bit more about Brighton. Is it a beach kind of place too? Didn't even tour stopping major cities till I got back, and that's when I realized I'd blow through my money. Ah, it's all good. That's the way to do it, man. You probably saw more of fucking England than most English people. Nice. You know, we came here in a ship. To say that he couldn't just chase that vault down and, you know, grab the stuff along the way is just stupid, but there you go. No doubt the pirates are probably watching all this. Right. Did I go over to this green thing? I kind of want to find the crystal. Seems to be a little side quest. It might make him happy again. Yeah, it doesn't take much, man. Everything's gone so expensive. Is there any kind of a rail card you could have got, maybe? I suppose it's something that only works with either Scottish rail or an English one that works with English rail. We kind of have one of those rail cards over here that does the job. But if you're not going to get use out of it, then there's no use for it, you know, that kind of way. It's like I'm not paying a monthly fee when it's something I'm not never using. Let's have a look in here. Just for this crystal. You might have been in here already, maybe. Or she. It's like a little side quest. I mean, it's not taking me that long. Look at the speed of me. Cool that you can do a little jet boost speed. Let me see. Nothing's looking like it needs to be scanned. I think I was in here already, was I? But why does my brain tell me to follow this kind of... Yeah, I think I was in here already. Bum, 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 bum. Something, it has to be powering something, right? You know, it's probably just powering us. Probably our own shit. Not gonna lie, I really like floating around in space. Yay! And this is our ship now, is it? I'm looking for a crystal. No, this is where we initially found the heads. Yeah, I'm going backwards now. Nice bit of freedom, though. No, excuse me, that one head is getting in the way. Sorry. Squeeze me. Where was that other door I was trying to open? But I couldn't. This isn't it, no? The one where I was initially looking for. Open door. Oh, that was the one. Now, the crystal might be in there with there, so. I just thought maybe these glowing things was leading to something. Nice bit of freedom, hell yeah. It's definitely something I can see that the last season of Walking Dead really tried to do as well. Because I know for a fact that they're wanting to explore more gameplay options. You know, they're always known for their narrative, but of course you want to get some kind of gameplay in there. And I really enjoyed Clem's bow and arrow. It's actually cool. It's one of those things where it's like, you can choose to stay and fight, but you might miss out on something else. But then you get to fight more zombies, so I was like... It's no brainer. Is that the exercise bike? Okay, cool. Why do I feel like the crystal is probably out here somewhere? In space! I love space! Might even see Tim Curry out here, someone be careful. In space! In Red Alert Tree. Let's see, I don't think I was over on this big lump of debris. She's pretty fast. She's about as fast as Isaac Clarke is. Luckily, they're nice enough when you get close to something. It has a little indicator, so you don't feel like you're wasting your time exploring. That's helpful. You don't want things to be too awkward. Why do I feel like blue light, blue side quests? That can't be a coincidence, right? We'll see. Anyone alive in here? Is this where we found our... Oh, this might have been where we did the vault, was it? Sorry, excuse me. Yeah.
Rand's an idiot, but he didn't deserve to suffer vacuum exposure for his mistake. No one does.
Exactly. Why would it... It's not worth the cost of one human life. I mean, if it was the difference between the whole ship going down and one human life, then yeah, we'd have a conversation at that point. But it's a bit of scrap, dude. The thing with the air as well, like, it never stops being an issue, even with the main team, which is interesting. Like, there's parts where they're like, either we can go and save these people, or we can go back and dock. Because when they dock, they'll re-up the internal air supply as well of the ship, you know. Hey. Oh no, we already went here too.
Last time Khan smoked a cigar on the ship, Maya had to spend half the day cleaning out the air filter.
Yeah, she does a good job with that accent. It's obviously from the book, I assume. It's an unusual one. It has kind of a Chinese English thing going on. That's not how the actress sounds. But she's very, like, tight-jawed. That's her whole thing. She's very uptight. It seems she's having more fun here.
You're in. Let's see what these UNN big shots kept to themselves.
She's just a badass, plain and simple. Not afraid to... Oh, did you see the severed hand just left on the keypad? That was good. Toodaloo, little wave goodbye. No beaches, but it's a very cool city. Yeah, I could see myself moving there. Oh, nice, man. That's coming from a Scottish person. There you go, see? There you go. Don't say it too loud now. Star map, nice.
What's a UNN escort ship doing alone out here? There's nothing to escort.
Right, what were they escorting? Maybe the
Besides
pirates are
there's no signs of ships in the
a
vicinity.
cover up, you know? Could be.
So they must have been traveling alone. Interesting.
What brought them out so far, yeah.
What would bring a ship so far from Earth?
Right, we're at Jupiter for
Something
fuck's sake.
valuable that the pirates couldn't find.
Oh, you know what it is. It's fucking Phoebe Station.
They torched all their data. Standard up, but unfortunate for us.
Bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum. That's the only correlation that I could think about, you know. That's kind of the thing that starts everything in motion, is Phoebe Station. It's by the time episode 1 starts, you're
They didn't
already
even get to finish their
but they
last
do
bit.
some flashbacks, which is nice, because there is some books that are prequel type stuff, you know. So some of the episodes, I think it's only been one so far that was a full flashback episode, but it was worth it, you know. And then the massacre of Anderson Station. It actually reminded me a lot of like The Witcher in a way, you know, the Butcher of Bachfalin or whatever it was called. It would remind me of that. The massacre of Anderson Station is got to do with Fred Johnson, which would end up being well, no, it's Saturn. So Phoebe, no, we're out at Jupiter. But Io is important to the season by season 3 or so it could be about that too. A lot of shady shadow government shit, you know, the usual.
This is Christian.
There she is.
Deputy Undersecretary for Peace Operations. I am denying your request for additional support against Belter hostiles. Captain, you lead a well-armed battleship against a single pirate frigate. You outnumber them 5 to 1. I don't give half a fuck what ghost stories you have heard about this Captain Tucson. Do your fucking job, or you
Told you she likes to swear.
orders directly when you return to Earth to do whatever disgraced soldiers do after they have been retired. Regards, Christian Abasarala.
So she's, even though she's like the undersecretary or the secretary, she's basically talks for Earth, you know what I mean? She's like one totem pole below the president. I don't even think there is a president of Earth. I think it's just Secretary General. We never get to see anyone higher than that. Oh yeah, that was Christian. She's amazing. She speaks for Earth, but she's probably the smartest, badass, like, politician who doesn't fucking talk shit that I've ever met. Thank God for her. So she keeps all that stuff very light. All the political stuff between Mars and Earth.
It's like a personal key card.
And she gets her own
Find
story,
wherever
and
it
it's
opens.
fucking, and then eventually all the stories intertwine. It's brilliant.
Found a key card on the captain. Not sure what it's for though.
Check his room. Maybe he has a safe somewhere that pirate scanners wouldn't have picked up.
Wait, what happened? In London, you don't give a fuck about, oh, I could get a rail car, but I don't use the train. Yeah, I don't want to seem ungrateful, but I'm thankful I've gotten the chance to go away again, take a trip. Yeah, but London sucks. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of people that I've spoken about have said the same thing. But I think the same kind of goes for a lot of big cities, dude. Like, I mean, big cities, like 1 million people plus, you know. We're not meant to be so fucking stuck together. Look at these heroes. This guy did himself in instead of getting his head chopped off. So it looks like she might have been... This is literally taxidermy. It's some kind of shady stuff going on Earth's side, but you've got Christian finding out about it and telling them to cop themselves on.
I've heard some Earthers find
She swears like a sailor, God bless her.
Reminds them of life at
I
home.
love that.
Plants,
You know,
soil,
people can swear too much and it loses all meaning, probably like me. But when used appropriately, a good old curse word, a good old fuck this, fuck that, can cut out so much crap, and it usually makes people stand up and listen.
Hey Cap, you need any dead animals for your desk?
Why the
Feels
fuck
too
would
intense and not chill.
Probably still
Yeah.
has rabies.
On the ground, you can see, fucking see the air. Yeah, it probably stinks as well.
Come on, you're an Earther.
It's just
you don't want a
a
memento
lot of big
Earth
cities,
and
man.
its weird mammals.
Do I seem
Dublin
like I missed
feels
that
the same.
shit planet? I've been out here for so long I wouldn't know
Say
a
New
ferret
York
if
is
it
a
bit
good
me
bit
on
the
the
same
ass.
too. Capital city-wise London can't even
I'll just
compete with Edinburgh, yeah. I did enjoy it, just felt they had to be unbiased, yeah. I'm happy to say that no one cared about my accent despite all the BS with the money and the politics. Actual people could have cared less. Nice, yeah, they're all pretty self-centered kind of stuff, you know. Alright, we got the old vault, the old safe behind the painting.
Most paintings are done on iron.
Damn, look at that. Done on iron. Aha!
There you are.
Somebody found a weak point. Alright, let's see what this is first.
Earthers like to visit the parts of their planet that they haven't destroyed yet.
Damn. Yeah, you don't get to see too much of Earth in the show. It's mainly Manhattan. It's all futuristic, but people are like worse than ever, like living like rats in the sewers while there's big skyscrapers everywhere. Fuck that shit. Look how fast this blowtorch is. Fuck yes. Fastest blowtorch in a video game, bar none. Alright. Do we have a code for this? That's the problem, unless it's hacking time. Oh, even better, you've got a keycard. That'll do. She's pulling this stuff out of Arse TARDIS, I swear.
Maybe something good on here. Or maybe a lot of dick pics.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see.
It's always dick pics.
Cap, found something that could be something. Transmitting now.
I love this game.
Fuck. That's a lot of data.
Oh, damn.
Alright. Load up the crew and head
I wouldn't have transferred that back until I got a look at it myself. Just saying. But she obviously trusts her captain. For the next 5 minutes anyway. The game did start with them about to inject them outside of an airlock. Ain't no coming back from that one, Cap. Holy shit. I would inject everybody. They actually use it. Instead of putting a bullet to someone's head, they tend to throw them into an airlock and initiate opening without opening the airlock. It's very, very useful tool. It's great. You want to see people shit themselves in 0 to 5 seconds. That's the way to do it. Even the heroes have been put into the airlocks. Alright. I didn't find that laser crystal. Damn it. I bet you it was like one I didn't want to... Honestly, I didn't want to go around and look around for 15 minutes on your guys' time, but it's out there. Truth is out there.
Drummer?
She's jumping back to their ship.
Khan's picking up a short in the fusion coupling. She needs you to take a look.
Now? Is that necessary?
It is, if you want to put this wreck behind us.
Something stinks. Something stinks.
I'm on it.
He asked us to do this after he's got the information. Oh, no, no, no. Take the ladder. Okay. At least we can still move around a good bit. Yeah, it feels like a nice little evolution. It's so slow moving of the old Telltale games, and it's really nice to have that speed. And just more, call it FOV, call it the positioning of the camera behind the character. But goddamn, pirate killer, is that what they call their guns? I like that.
Despite Khan's nickname, this cannon hasn't killed anything yet.
Ah, see, there you go.
It did break up some pretty large debris, though.
Yeah, the machine guns are fucking badass in the game. Just pop out of nowhere. Dude, he's gonna launch this fucking thruster right in your face, girl. This is not a good idea. No, no, no. If you say so. He's gonna launch this fucking ship while you're there.
This is Drummer. Preparing to access the fusion coupling. Stand by.
You're crazy. Yo, what? Ooh. That's on IO. That is definitely some
Maya.
Some alien shit.
Maya. The volcano. You have to see this. Maya? Is everything...
Oh, I was right. Oh, go. Move. Hello? Drummer, please. Fucking engine. Oh, shit. Good, that will melt you. I will melt you into a fucking tiny bits of ash.
Sabaka!
Dirty bastard. I don't think that was no volcano. Every curse word in the Belter arsenal. Come on.
Yeah.
Climb that ladder. So she wouldn't be able to just fly there. The ship is moving. The power, that's why it's taking her so long. The power of the ship moving is literally like climbing Everest every step. Oh god, the G's, the fucking G's. Damn. Dude, your stomach could just be falling out of your ass right now. Come on.
This is Drummer. Come in. What the fuck is going on? Someone respond.
Come on, Drummer. This is mutiny.
Cox.
Yep. Scumbag captain. Let's go. It's time to take over this fucking ship. Clearly he got the information, read it. Maybe he's working for the UNN, probably. Big fucking cover-up. Blah de blah de blah. Kill a motherfucker. Kill a motherfucker. Yeah, QTEs, yeah, they are back. Hate or love them, they are a part of Telltale's history.
This is the way of it.
Yeah, you probably didn't talk to many people in London though as well, huh?
Death is part of the pact.
So Bristol was your favorite?
The
Look at them, they're fucking pretending to mourn for Drummer's death. She ain't dead, motherfucker.
I figured she would survive anything. But none of us is immune to the reality
Scumbag.
out here. I know Camina Drummer. And she wouldn't want us wasting our oxygen on mourning.
Nice. Put a bullet in his head.
Get off our asses and get to work.
Put a bullet in his fucking
That's
head.
the Drummer I know. She'd be looking ahead to the next score, the next burn.
That's right, boss man. I keep my eyes forward.
Looks like you've seen a ghost.
Makes it a lot harder.
It's not such a
watch my
tropey thing to say, but anyway. Okay. Confess, you're fucked.
It's over. You're fucked, Pampa.
How the hell did you...
Sabakawala tried to torch me. Lured me down to the thrusters, hit the engine. Play it off like it was an accident. I bet he was up in the bridge alone before coming down here, yeah?
So what? I was setting new coordinates. How was I supposed to know you were on the hull?
Check the logs. Yeah, he looks like he took care of her radio as well, so she couldn't contact anybody.
Why don't we pull up the radio logs from the server?
Yep.
Shouldn't take long.
Now I understand. Y'all see what's happening? Drummer's making her move. I always wondered when she would.
Mutiny!
Why did you do it? Was there something on that drive I found?
Exactly.
Do you believe this bullshit? You've been planning this since you first stepped on board this ship, haven't you? Mutinous bitch.
Ask yourself who you trust. You try to kill me. Gotta play this strategically now. You don't know whose allegiance.
Who do you believe? Me? Or the man who has made promise after promise with no payoff?
Darlin, Rayan. Take her down to the brig. She's gonna pay for this traitorous bullshit. Do it!
Maybe he right, Drama. You can be pretty rough on your crew sometimes.
Oh, because I punched you, huh? Now he's against me.
But Beltalorda ain't nothing if we sell each other out to Inyas.
There you go. Careful.
Nah. I don't think so, Pampa.
Damn skinnies. I should have known. Everybody stay where you are. Stand back. This is still my ship.
Why don't you put that gun down, Captain?
So they went for an interesting art style for this one. Yeah, I know you might be used to the
scavengers, but we're not
uber
criminals.
comic book style, you know. But they have done different styles
We
before.
solve disputes with words.
And this is to kind of go along with the show. I dig it.
That's how we keep our humanity. Give me the gun, Captain.
I think the cell shading comic book style works for Fable because it was a comic book, and The Walking Dead, you know, because it's skybound. But it's not going to work for everything. But it does become a recognizable
Back
style.
off. I'm warning you all.
Captain, it'll be okay if you just...
Bullshit. Tell it to the skinnies, not me. You want to see what happens to you when they're in charge of this ship? Maybe we should tell them who you really are.
Uh-oh. Is he a Martian? Careful. Did someone get shot?
Fuck.
Oh no! Damn. It's okay, it's just an arm wound. Nice. Come on.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Do your job.
Be sorry later. Right now, do your job.
The bullets reflect off
Do
stuff.
no harm, asshole.
No, he didn't point the gun at you. Calm down.
Are you okay?
Shaka Khan.
Good.
Grandma
I'm on the
Khan.
bridge while you sort out this shit show.
Nice.
Just don't touch anything. I'll be right there. As soon as Dr. Dipshit here is finished.
So it looks like Virgil, the doctor here, is
I did
working for
everything
someone
you,
else.
Drummer. I could have turned you over to Dawes 100 times, but I didn't, because we made a deal.
Our deal is dead.
Tried to kill her, numbnuts. And so are you. Do it! Put one in him. Do it, drummer.
No. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Take him to the airlock.
Ooh.
No.
He doesn't deserve the airlock, though.
No, let me go. Drummer, no. Please, Drummer, no.
Terminator noises. Yeah, I got the fucking song stuck in my head from Fortnite, goddammit.
Son of a bitch.
No way you'd be able to climb the ladder. Yeah, that's true, that's true. There's a lot of moments like that. They have these mag lock boots and gloves that kind of help with that.
Listen, come on.
He won't survive too long out there, that's for sure. You never know, someone could pick him up. I'd rather just put a bullet in him. You can never be too careful. The doctor, from the look of him, he either works for the Martians.
Listen to me, damn it. Drummer,
That's the only thing I
listen
can
to
think
me. The coordinates on that data drive. They're for the MK core. You've never heard of it, that's exactly my point. Look, you were right, okay? They did try and take you out.
There you go.
I've heard how you ungrateful fucks all talk about
Confession.
me. Why should I let you cash in now? But really, I wanted the profits for myself. Because this score, Drummer, this is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across.
How could you possibly know that?
There's no way he's getting out of this airlock, I'll tell you that much.
When there's a treasure this big, I make it my business to know about it.
This is what you were looking for.
Look, when you find what's at the other end of those coordinates, the whole system will be on your ass. You'll need me if you want any chance of unloading it. I'm a bastard, okay? I know. But I'm not crazy. Throw me in the brig. You'll be glad I'm still here when the time comes.
No way.
Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me.
Damn, Telltale fans know that this moment, the character's not talking to Drummer, they're talking to the person. Damn it, they know. This is it. Space him, throw him in the brig. Time to say bye-bye. It's over. You have no use to me now. Goodbye. I'm taking your last breath, you fucking treacherous cunt. No one tries to kill Drummer. No one. Bye-bye. Twinkle, twinkle, little shit.
It's done.
Oh?
What now?
If this whole series doesn't end like with them like discovering Phoebe Station or something like that, yeah, it wouldn't make much sense. Unless they want to leave it even more open for a season 2.
We've been locked. Cox forgot to hide our drive signature.
He did that on purpose.
Dang, of course he did.
Because he's rendezvousing with someone else, you know it. Who's it gonna be? Probably like a stealth ship.
Captain?
All the stealth ships were named after Egyptian gods. These creepy black ships
Captain
called
Drummer,
Anubis, you know, the
what
god
are
of
your
death.
orders?
What's your orders?
Captain Drummer, what are your orders?
We could fly into near the debris and use it to mask, maybe, or something. Shit. Oh, damn. I wanted to find that crystal. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. That was fucking good. I wonder what else I missed. That was nice. Short and sweet. I'd say there was a lot more exploring in space I could have done. But hell yeah. Telltale are back. I like the art style. It's definitely significantly different than what we're used to. But trust me, each series... I'd say the art style is closer to Batman. That's what I'd say. It has that kind of dulled color thing going on, which makes sense. That's pretty close to the show. I like it. Dun dun. Yeah, so the way it's going to work is there's 5 episodes. They're going to release them every 2 weeks. They have it all lined out already. Up until the end of September. Episode 2 will be August 10th, which is just a little over a week away. I'll jump in on that. That was super fun. I am very happy. Like, Deck 9 obviously helped there. They, you might know them. They worked on a good few games, including Life is Strange Before the Storm. They're a great team, so I like that they're able to bounce between studios, even if, you know, people might be bigger fans of Telltale or bigger fans of Don't Nod or whatever. There's room for both. I know it's hard to keep up with all the company names, but yeah, they're pretty badass. Pretty badass. Alright. I wonder where that crystal was. Very, very good. I'm grateful to be able to get a review code for this as well, full disclosure, let you know. But if you're a fan of The Expanse, if you've missed Telltale, it's definitely worth a play. It feels way better, I'm not going to lie. You saw how I was able to run around full sprint and just further away from the camera. It feels way better than the old games. It's not just a walking sim. Now, you're actually part of the fucking action. I haven't felt this good about a Telltale game since the last season of The Walking Dead. I've said my piece on the Batman games that I wasn't like so gung-ho about it. I just didn't think it was the best fit, but I think everyone has said they're great stories, you know. When you go from something like Arkham and old Batman games, it's hard to go back to not being in the driving seat. But I never thought I'd see the day something like The Expanse would get a game like this, and it fits perfectly. And Drummer, hell yes. I hope we get to see more. I'd love to see. I know Christian's supposed to show up. That was like a little tease for episode 6. And then everyone else is probably doing their own thing because it's meant to be a prequel. So there's less chance of them showing up. I'd say you might see Fred Johnson. You'll see Anderson Dawes. We kind of saw him already. I doubt you'll see Miller. He would be on series right now. And I doubt you'd see any of the crew of the Rossi. But there's a chance you might see other people. I'd love to see Bobby in some way. But she's probably a little young fledgling at this point. Bobby is part of the MCRN. She's a gunnery chief of a nice little crew of her own. They go around in these power armor suits. Pretty badass. She has an incredible story arc. She gets, as you can imagine, being in the military, things go fucking wrong. She gets disillusioned with the entire military and the MCRN, the Martians themselves, and she plays a little bit of jumping onto both sides, a little double agent Alright, let's see. So, I love, this is like one of my favorite parts of Telltale games, is seeing what everyone else picks. And how close are you? Are you the majority or the minority? I like it. Drummer didn't drink. So look, a lot of people drank with him. Imagine if it turns out there's like some kind of tracking beacon in it or something. Alright, Khan's insult, 47% snapped at her. That's pretty even. Oh, see, I seem to be in the minority. Alright, 68% of people broke up the fight. Fucking snowflakes. Oh, pretty half and half of people punching Arlen. Good, good. Wrestling Maya. 99% of people wrestled Maya. Let's go. Everyone wants a little bit slap and tickle. You dirty little horny bastards. I'm the same. I'm the same. 1% was easily beaten by Maya. Yeah. You dirty. Anyone get the horny bonk out there? Maya's prank. 46% laughed off Maya's prank. 12% threatened to retaliate for Maya's prank, and 42% didn't even get over there. Half of them missed it. All right, cool. So yeah, that episode I'd say is about 2 to 3 hours long, depending on how much you explore. But the first episode, it set up things nicely. We know that this is gonna come back and bite us in the ass, and then we possibly will have a massive ship shootout in episode 2. We'll see who he called in. Probably someone from the UNN. Like I said, you can't trust anybody in the game. As for the licensed music they talked about, the only licensed music is the theme from the show, which is obviously licensed music. But there you go. Drummer asked Khan about her past with pirates. Khan! Alright. Ryan's crisis, 70% helped him. 30% sacrificed his leg. And Drummer told Virgin to do his job. I want to figure out what's the deal with him. And Cox's punishment. Only 33% spaced him. What a bunch of pansies, man. This is... You can tell how time has moved on, and the internet and gaming in general is turning into a lot of snowflakes. Oh no, stop the bully. Oh no. And now it's like Drummer threw him in the... Oh, come on now. You didn't want to see that guy spaced? Dude, you're going to keep someone who almost killed Drummer. Like, it wasn't a thing of like she realized what he was doing and stopped him. He almost killed... He was actually mourning her. He was telling everyone to move the fuck on. Like, come on. There's no way. You don't come back from that. Motherfucker had the funeral planned. She only survived out of sheer strength of will. Because by then, when you're just about ready to blast off the ship, you're looking at about 3 or 4 Gs. Like, her arms would have been ripped off. Luckily, if it wasn't for that access panel, she probably wouldn't have survived.